the government's universities advisor has been appointed, and I just wanted the people that appointed him to explain to you why these tweets, which strike many of us as evidence of unsuitability for that sort of role and indeed status, hadn't troubled them. So I thought they'd say, well, you know, obviously this is completely unacceptable, but we're confident he's grown up a bit. We're confident that he understands the difference between being a professional twerp and being an advisor to universities. We understand your concerns about holding people responsible for stuff that they tweeted 6 or 7 years ago. It gets you suspended from the Labour Party if you put it on MySpace a decade ago, but it doesn't mean you should be excluded from this sort of job. We've heard back from them. Would you like to hear their statement? Bearing in mind that the question we sent over to the Department of Education, I hesitate to use the phrase whose wages we pay, but I just did, contained the vile language that has perturbed many, many people. And I'm not talking about, oh, get over yourself. I'm talking about really gross stuff. This is their response. Toby Young's diverse experience includes time at Harvard and Cambridge. He was studying at both of those universities. So that was a bit like saying my diverse experience includes time at the London School of Economics, as well as co-founding the successful West London Free School. That's true, and it's a great school. It's near me. It's had 6 heads in 4 years, but it is very much a school that people want to go to. But that's not what we asked about. We asked about the suitability about appointing a man who jokes about anal rape in public. This experience will be vital in encouraging new providers. Do you think they've just cut and pasted this and not responded to our request at all? Surely not, because that would undermine the most basic requirements of the job, wouldn't it? We're responding to specific inquiries from Her Majesty's Press. The appointments to the board reflect the diverse needs of the higher education sector, young people and employers. So they appear to be suggesting that we need people who think that jokes about anal rape are funny, and comments about women's breasts, which he's made on an almost industrial scale, right across his social media account. And I'm not even mentioning the quotes, journalism end quotes, that maligns disabled people and children with special educational needs. I'm focusing solely on the borderline pornographic social media presence that this chap, who used to be a really funny journalist, he founded a magazine called The Modern Review that when I was at the London School of Economics, or I beg your pardon, when my diverse experience included the London School of Economics, I really wanted to work for that mag. Went to a couple of their parties. But it would appear that when we ask them about the pornographic nature of his tweets and the utterly unacceptable misogyny of much of his social media presence, they respond by telling us that the appointments reflect the diverse needs of the higher education sector. Gosh. And the board's broad range of skills and experience across the field of education will ensure it is able to deliver for students. So this is what we sent. James wanted to ask about the tweets that have been highlighted, saying such things as, I had my up her and serious cleavage behind Ed Miliband's head at PMQs. Anyone know who it belongs to? And he wants to know why these tweets don't somehow disqualify him from the job to which he's been appointed. And they respond by telling us that the appointments to the board reflect the diverse needs of the higher education sector, young people and employers. Food for thought.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.